Welcome into Sports City Nation. Today is Monday, April 27th, and as the draft gets finalized, we finalize our thoughts on it, and I find a way to talk good not only on LeBron's name, but on the Cowboys' name as well, and we find out who's funny on Netflix and how the Ravens may have got their man.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between by idiots for idiots.
This is Sports Idiot Nation.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. Welcome back, sinners. This is Season 2 of Sports Idiot Nation.
Welcome into Sports City Nation. It is a Monday, and it is the Monday after the draft, so we have to figure out who lost. Definitely your boy in Vanderbilt. He is getting a shot maybe in Baltimore. Did you see that? Let's start there, man. Stay humble, my friend.
Yeah, life comes at you fast. Life comes at you fast.
We did talk about that, yes. Yes.
I mean,
had all the hats laid out, all that.
I mean, I don't see the Ravens signing him. I don't see anybody signing him outside of a practice squad
Here's
situation.
what I think happened. Here's what I think. There's someone on Baltimore's staff that has a tie to Vandy in some way, shape, or form, or rhyme, or reason, and so knows him through a friend of a friend's mailman and said, hey, to save some face, can you agree to have his name on your website? And we'll doctor it up. We'll doctor it up and say whatever we need to. And they're like, okay. I mean, the NFL
whatever
gives out favors.
Yeah, I mean, whatever his chances were of getting drafted before the incident, in Vegas on the Strip, or I can't remember if it was in Vegas or wherever he was at, where he had the bottle service, and then he's talking about fuck the voters.
I think it was in New York for the Heisman.
Yeah, it was in New York.
I think it was New York. Yeah.
And so
ridiculous.
It's like, how are you going to dig yourself out of that, man? You're already on the fence of even barely having a chance, and then you want people to give you a chance, and then you do some stuff like that. Teams that had you on the board
totally redeem yourself.
Yeah, teams that had you on the board immediately wrote you off. We're like, nope, can't deal with that. Can't deal with immaturity at the QB level of a player that's barely qualified to be on a practice squad. So
here's what we need to come up with. So there's the Timu, and I think we need to come up with something else. And I might coin a new one. We've kind of talked about this, the Walmart bin. This dude is if you ordered Troy Smith, who won the Heisman for Ohio State, not off Timu, because that's an insult to Timu. This is if you ordered Troy Smith from Ohio State to come play in the NFL from the Walmart bin. He is beyond not Timu. I mean, he's shorter, he's slower, he doesn't make as many plays as Troy Smith, he didn't win as many games as Troy Smith. And here's what I would do with Troy Smith, though. In Madden, he was the fourth string in San Francisco, and I would move him to the first string. I would hike the ball, and I would either run left or right. You decide. 18-yard gain every time. That's what I use Troy Smith for.
Well, I'm glad somebody used Troy Smith.
I'm glad that there are people out there that think that this show may be scripted. And I assure you, although that was a solid bit, there was no script. We just hit record this Monday morning, and we're off and running. But that was a good solid bit there.
Diego, I mean, Good luck to you, my man. I think you're going to
Yeah.
be. I think you got some Arena League on your hands.
Dude,
Maybe some
he would put people in the
UFL.
seats. No, I'm not kidding. He would put some people in the seats.
Yeah, for
For
sure.
sure. So
He can
I
score
saw
a lot
another
of
meme.
touchdowns too. He scored a lot of touchdowns.
I saw a meme that said like top 5 landing spots. This was right before the Ravens announced that his name would be on their website in some form or fashion. That Burger King led the way, and I'm not sure why. Followed by Wendy's, which is really weird because Wendy's are shrinking, not on the up and up. So I
Yeah,
don't know where
Wendy's
they
is
get that.
closed.
But Wendy's was up
We
there. I
got time
mean,
for you, Wendy's.
the Cuff. We had the Cuff coming in. Shout out to Dane Cook when he was not seen as a bad comedian back when he was popular. He called the KFC the Cuff. So I think that was on the list. But I thought that was pretty hilarious. It was like almost like a draft board, and it was like all the real logos of those fast food places. And I was like, okay, that was clever. Probably some AI, but it was clever. But yeah, I just think the draft overall. Here's what I'll say: this is things you didn't have Adam saying for 500, Alex. Um, I thought the Dallas Cowboys actually won the draft. If I could only pick one team that I would be a fan of based on this draft, like if they had all these guys like NFL Germany, yes, presents the pick, and Alvita saying they like had all these NFL Europe people. If you showed the NFL to a European and they understood rosters and then they watched the draft, I hate to admit this, but Dallas with Caleb Downs, first of all, has potential to be seriously like I don't know, I don't want to say Ed Reed, like I don't want to disrespect Ed Reed, but come on. And Malachi Lawrence, they got a good linebacker, some good offensive linemen, um, all the way from even the receiver Anthony Smith at pick number 218. I mean, the Cowboys honestly got a ton of value, and I hate to admit that, but I'm just keeping it real. I wanted to see what you thought,
Just
and
keeping it real. Just keeping it
when
real.
keeping it real goes wrong. But
Yeah,
who
I
do you
mean, they
think
did pretty
won the
good.
draft, or who do you think did well, besides the Titans, who would you say?
I mean, the Titans did okay. They did okay. They've got some pretty good
Yeah.
scores from across the league. I mean, it was a little shocking, but they did fine.
Yeah, I
I
thought
think
the
the
Commanders
Cardinals.
as well.
I think the
Ooh,
Cardinals
the
did good.
Cardinals. Yep. Yep.
Cardinals did really good. I think they probably had one of the best drafts, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, obviously considering who's in charge. Um, some other. I mean, I think the Chiefs did okay. I mean, they seem to always draft pretty good. Um, you
Jeremiah
know,
Love, so let me ask you about him because as
mm,
Titans Idiot Nation, which if you do not follow, look, I know there are plenty of non-Titan fans that watch this show, probably 17, and I will admit that even if you are not a fan of the Tennessee Titans, that Titans Idiot Nation is a hilarious follow on Facebook. So if you are not following,
I
make
know the
sure
guy. I
you
know the guy
follow.
personally. I
Yeah.
know him.
Yeah. And on that very page was posted about Jeremiah Love. I think it was like, I didn't want a Jeremiah Love jersey anyway. Like or something like
I
just kind
didn't.
of just
I didn't.
butthurt about not
I,
getting Jeremiah Love. We talked about it, before the draft that, you thought you had a good shot. And then Chase Besantis, I will say, I know a lot about that guy because we did some film work on my 49er podcast with your buddy Johnny Dell, mine and yours buddy. And so when I saw the Cardinals get him at pick 34, I was like, okay. And then look, we can make fun of Carson Beck. I will give you the microphone to make fun of Carson Beck, but that's not a bad pick. It's not a bad
no,
pick. I don't think.
no, not at all.
He's played a lot
Not
of
at
football.
all.
He has played a
I
lot of
mean,
football.
you're pairing him up with Jeremiah Love. I mean, yeah, that's not a bad. That could be something. That could be
Caleb
something.
Proctor, they got another receiver from Texas Tech. I mean, the Cardinals also I would agree with you, um, did pretty decent. Um, what did you think of the Rams um overall? I mean, they got another tight end
I
from Ohio
mean,
State, so they love their tight ends. Of course, we know about Ty
you
Simpson.
know, the Rams, that's what I'll say with the Rams. They obviously wanted Ty Simpson. They probably feel like the Steelers probably would have drafted him. And so they had to swing for the fences, you know. They had to trade up. They had to that's what you got to do. If you want your player, you got to reach. If the player that you want is not going to be coming back on the turn, you know, sometimes you got to do it, and that's what I feel like the Rams did with Simpson. I don't hate the pick by any means. I mean, I think
It's a little
Simpson.
weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think Simpson's a fine quarterback, but I mean, trading up, trading. I mean, it was a little shocking, but hey, you know, it's the way it goes.
Here's who else they got. So they got the Ohio State tight end, then they got an offensive tackle, then the receiver from Miami, and then the defensive tackle from Alabama, and that's it. That's all they got. Like, and the
I mean,
defensive tackle was pick number 232, and the wide receiver was pick 197. So the first three picks were Ty Simpson, Max Clare, and Keegan Trost from Missouri, the offensive tackle. So they went quarterback, tight end, and offensive tackle in the first three picks. The other guys may not make the
yeah, I
squad
mean,
when you get picked that late. I mean, it's just an odd draft for me for the Rams, which
yeah, I think they
I
just
am
think Matt.
I'm excited.
I mean, they just think Matt Stafford's probably going to retire after this year. So they just probably were like, hey, this is our best option on the table at the moment. So let's go ahead and lock it up. And we'll worry about, you know, what happens, you know, after. I mean, that's the way I looked at it. They needed to solidify the best position on the board for them, you know, considering the unknown of Matt Stafford. Because, I mean, you know, they were close. You know, they were close last season. So, of course, he's hungry. But, you know, he seems like that this is it. This coming up season is it. They're all in. You know, they're already out here making moves. You know, they already traded for the, you know, Chiefs D-back. God, whatever his name was, I already forgot, man. Time moves quick. But,
Life
you
comes
know,
at you fast.
yeah, life comes at you fast. But, you know, all in all, I mean, you know, it was really a head shocker a little bit, really head scratcher. And I was just kind of like, wow, Ty Simpson. Okay, trading up. All right. At like 11 or something or 15? Like what?
13.
Yeah. Woo.
Now, the Rams had a free pick, basically. I mean, that pick was not their own.
Yeah.
And so that's the only argument I could say. Because, like, let's say if both of our teams feel like they have their quarterback for the future, obviously the 49ers definitely can make that argument because they just paid the guy. But, like, that's like saying if Cam Ward or Brock Purdy on the team and with your first pick, you know, if you were to take either Carson Beck or Ty Simpson, you know, it's just you would have a lot of explaining to do as an organization. And I just think with the Rams being so close to the Super Bowl, wouldn't you want to get either another weapon on offense or another weapon on defense? And what I mean by weapon is a playmaker on offense. So a receiver, you know, one of the, I made a joke in the group chat. The first 90 picks or 100 picks, let's say, the first 3 rounds, I feel like every other pick was a wide receiver. Every other pick. I mean, and every other pick was from Ohio State. It's like, it was so crazy.
They
But
got a lot of them. Got a lot of
the
them.
Rams could have gotten one of those guys, you know, at pick 13. Or of a very nice playmaker on defense, meaning, you know, a really good DB who will get a lot of interceptions, or a linebacker who is just an absolute stud. At pick 13, there are those guys available. And I guess that you're like, well, no, we want to stand pat with what we have, and we still need to worry about the future, and that's the GM talking. The
I
coach
mean,
is always going to be like, no, I want my
look at
guys now.
look when the Packers drafted Aaron Rodgers. People were like, "What? Why'd you do that? That's crazy!" And they were like, "Well, he's the best player on the board. He was the best player on our board,
and he slipped. Yeah,
yeah,
he did slip.
And not that Ty Simpson slipped, because that was people anticipate him going later, but still, it's just one of those things where if you believe in the guy and you think he's worthy of a draft pick and he's there,
Yeah.
If you already got the position covered, doesn't mean that you don't, still need good players at the position. So, I mean,
see how it goes.
I wouldn't have made the move, but I don't hate the move, I guess is what I'm saying.
Speaking of the Packers, do you know who they picked at number 216? Any clue? Any clue? It's a good one.
Here. Nope. I do not.
So number 216 on your draft board, number 1 in your heart, is from Florida University, the kicker, Trey Smack. They drafted a kicker.
All right.
And I have no room to talk. Because the Niners in the 3rd round picked Jake Moody, who lasted 18 seconds. But I just thought it was funny that they drafted a kicker named Trey Smack. That's talking that smack. Walking the walk, talking the smack. Can't go wrong.
Must have had a hell of a tape,
Right. Yep. They put together a good draft with pick number 216. Good old NFC North.
One thing I did think was wild was that there were only 2 running backs taken in the 1st round.
And they were from the same college.
And literally the starter and the backup for the same team. Like, what is that about? Like,
the Seahawks.
Is that where we're at now in the position? Like,
how about this? This is a weird one. So the Niners reached for their running back, and it is IU's running back, and he was the 3rd running back taken. Let's make sense of that. So the first 3 running backs taken were the first 2 that we mentioned, right, from Notre Dame. So Jeremiah Love, of course, 3rd overall, and then the 3rd running back taken was number 90 overall, which has been said by many people smarter than me in the NFL that the running back Black from IU was a big-time reach, that he would have been there much later. However, he was the 3rd. The Niners got the 3rd best running back in the entire draft. Talk about a backup for CMC. I'm on board with it. It's just, the thing about the Niners is that every single pick, and I mean every single one, could have been looked at as a reach, meaning that guy would have been available later if you waited. Our wide receiver from Ole Miss, now I will say Johnny Dell sent me all of his tape, and it's all of him blocking. And I mean punishing guys and pointing at them after when they're on the ground. So that's what Shanahan likes, is receivers who block. And this dude's dribbling from Ole Miss, he does block. So I do like that. But again, that was our first pick, and we traded twice to move down to get more picks. And at pick 33, we get the wide receiver from Ole Miss who runs a 4.4, 4.3. Like, okay, we got Mike Evans, Ricky Pearsall hopefully coming back. I'm like, but dude, that's a weird flex, man. And then you get Romello Height from Texas Tech, who is a project. He can't play every down. He can rush the quarterback, and that's it. So it's like, you're going to pick him with your 2nd pick and number 70 overall when he'd be there in like 25 more picks. Like, then you overdraft or overreach and get the running back. and you get the defensive tackle from Oklahoma. Maybe I like him. We do have our starting guard. So from Washington, Carver Willis was a really good tackle, and he's going to move inside and start for us day one. And that was like our 5th pick. So we found our starting guard that far deep. Like, there's better guards. I like the guy with the mullet from Iowa, Jennings Dunker. He was available and we didn't get him. I'm like, I just don't understand like what we're doing. But in Kyle we
Here it
trust, right? And
goes.
in John Lynch we trust. You trust your brass rail? Is that what they call it? That's what they call him, right? The brass. What do they call the? Don't they call like the GMs and the higher ups
Yeah, the
the
brass.
brass?
Yeah, the
Right?
brass. I mean, I kind of do. I mean, he's still new though. He's still new for us.
Yeah. But
So, I
overall,
mean,
overall you liked your picks. I'm gonna look yours up.
yeah, I mean, they were fine. I mean, some of them were a little questionable, but I mean, all in all, I mean, Tate was a little shocking, but it's promising. I mean, it has
And
upside.
he's a good player. Now,
Yeah.
I was excited for you in the group chat. I was excited. Number 31 overall, number 1 in your heart, absolutely, right? Keldrick Falk. I mean, you gotta be excited, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's good. I mean, he's the fourth best pass rusher, to
But he's
take.
from your
And
favorite school. I mean, come
yeah,
on.
yeah,
When I have UCLA guys that go the 49ers, I remember back in the day,
yeah, but
J.J. Stokes, the receiver from UCLA, got drafted, played with Jerry Rice and Terrell Owens. I'm like, yeah, J.J. Stokes. Like, you kind of get up a little bit more excited, right? For that.
yeah, you do. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I'm excited, but I mean, he's a good player. He is. He's a good player. He fits Salah's style. But still though, I mean, he's
More of a project, you think? Is that it?
I mean, I don't know. He's not
And that
necessarily
pick 31, you don't want a project?
Oh no, I just think trading back up. I think he still would have been there. I
See,
mean,
and that's my whole thing with the
like
Niners.
you trade up. I don't know. You draft a wide receiver at 4 when the second and third best defensive players are still on the board. And
you got Robert Saleh to coach him.
Yeah, and then
so it's a little weird.
Then you trade back up, and then you could have got the second and third. Instead, you traded back up and got the 4th best pass rusher, which is fine. I mean, he's a good player, but
it's just a bit of a head scratcher.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with the Niners. Now, there's 2 guys that you got that I do like. I like that running back out of Penn State, and I like Pat Coogan. I know Miles has to love that pick.
Yeah,
but
those seem to be good picks. But I mean, like for instance, like you could have took Reese at 4, and you could have traded back if you wanted to trade back up. You could have traded back up and got Omar Cooper, because Tate would have been gone. But you could have traded back up and got Omar Cooper,
who's still really good. Yeah,
yeah, and is still. I just kind of feel like, you could have got top 2 and top 3. Instead, we settled for top 1 and top 4.
Right. And defense would have been nice to focus on. I mean, it says a lot about Cam Ward. Like, hey, we want to invest in you, and the way we do that is helping you, and that's got to feel good if you're Cam Ward. Like, hey, you're like the old guy in Jurassic Park when he's like, spared no expense. I mean, the Titans brass, they didn't spare any expense on offense. I mean, with the number 4 pick. So that's kind of cool. It is a shiny new toy, and
we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I thought their draft was fine, man. I mean, like I said, most people give them like an A-. A lot of people like the Tate pick. A lot of fans don't. A lot of fans do. A lot of the media is pretty excited about it. They're like, yeah, it was kind of a shocker, but we like it. So we'll see. I mean, I still don't know if he's number 1 wide receiver material, but I guess that on a team that doesn't really have a true wide receiver one, I guess maybe he could push for it. So,
Yeah.
hey, we'll see. But I like the linebacker from Texas. I thought he was a pick. Yeah, Coogan. I thought the linebacker from Texas was a good pick. Coogan, I thought was a good pick.
Yeah, he
The
can be decent.
yeah the tight end they got in like the 7th. I don't know much. Seems to be a
Yeah.
blocking tight end.
He may not make the team. At that point, you're drafted so high, or low, I guess you could say. You never know.
I mean, but yeah, we'll see, man. We will see. But I haven't really had a chance to really like sit down and digest the whole draft and like see which teams did the best. I've just kind of caught a few little things online, like reading, because I just didn't have a whole lot of time to pay attention to every team this weekend. Past the first round, I was kind of like, all right, let's see what's going on, see who drops, see who finds some diamonds in the rough. But yeah, the Nick, like you mentioned, the running back for Penn State, Nick. I can't remember his last name. Whoever the Titans drafted. Yeah, he, Miles texted me and told me, he was like, man, that guy's a baller, and I looked up some of his tape on YouTube, and yeah, man, he looks good. So, maybe it'll make up for not getting Jeremiah Love. Obviously not the same style of player, but
yeah,
exactly way it
goes. The same. You didn't want a Jeremiah Love jersey. You do not want to wear Love on the back. Remember He Hate Me?
Yeah.
Remember that, dude?
Yeah.
That's what you want. You don't want no Love. You want He Hate Me on your back.
He Hate Me. I never really figured out that nickname. I was like, He Hate Me.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Then he came to the Panthers. I think it was the Panthers. I don't know.
I think so. No, I think so too. He did. He hate me. Yeah.
He did not do much.
So I want to shift to basketball. Before I do, I want to ask you a Netflix question. Have you seen the Kevin Hart program, Funny AF, the tour that they're doing? Are you aware? Have you seen this?
I heard about it. I haven't seen it. It's
okay. So you got to check this out. And if you have not seen this, be sure to check this out. Look, I wish I could work out a deal with Netflix where they would pay me to say this, but I can't believe I'm saying this for free. But it's that good. So on Netflix, type in search, and on search, type in Kevin Hart Funny AF. And what this is what I would have wanted Last Comic Standing to be. We all remember Last Comic Standing because it was ahead of its time. It was like the first thing that they had as far as like comedians doing a competition. However, it wasn't done right for me, and it just something didn't seem right. And what Kevin Hart does is nail it. And so you have a group of like 20 comics in New York, and they go to a very famous club, and Kevin Hart's there, and all these 20 people do a 5-minute bit, and then he takes like a few of them, and they're going to do something, and they advance. Then he goes to Chicago and does the same thing, goes to like Second City, whatever, then goes to LA, same thing, has Tom Segura help him, it's funny. And then they do a callback, and the best of the best come back to LA. And starting later tonight, you can vote live for your favorite comedian. Now, I am all in. I am just all in. These comedians are funny. I've started following them on Instagram and seeing other like tape that they put out. And I gotta say, like, over half of them are really, really good. If you enjoy stand-up, and I know you do, T.I., it is definitely worth a shot. It's just very smart, very funny. Shout out to Kevin Hart. He knows what he's doing. Because I was a little leery, like, okay, is it just a money grab? And yeah, it is. I get it. But it's done really well. I like the people that they have on. It's a good watch, and the winner gets a Netflix special. And I'm always down for looking for the next new stand-up on Netflix to watch. Of course, there's always like the Nate Bargatze and all the famous ones. But whenever I find a name on Netflix that I haven't heard of, I always give it a shot. And I'm usually not all that impressed. But whoever wins this and gets a free hour on Netflix, like it's gonna be good. So, but I was curious if you saw it or had a favorite, or
No,
so
I
you'll have to check
haven't.
it out.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll add that one to the never-ending
It's
queue of
it's
things
good.
that I'll never get caught up on.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll totally get caught up on that by 2027 at least.
at least, yeah,
They'll
that's
be on
fair.
like season 4.
But
You
let
know.
us know in the comments if you are on it and who you're gonna vote for, because like I said, that voting starts tonight. So also tonight, more NBA playoffs, but which the Pistons and Magic play. We'll get into that. I mean, because that is beyond crazy, as the number one seed is down bad. But let's go with what happened last night. Let's start in Toronto. And so that series is tied at 2. Now moving forward, I talked about this with Memphis Jay. I don't trust Cleveland. Do you have Cleveland? Um they play on Wednesday. Um so they have some time off to think about what they've done. But Cleveland plays Wednesday, and it's 2-2. Do you have them winning their next game?
Mm. You know, I do. I do. I think they pull out of it. I think they get their head out of their ass. I think James Harden gets out of the strip club, gets back on the court. No, I just think they're too talented of a team to not realize what's at stake. They go out and make the moves. They make more moves than anybody over the past few years, and they're trying to put together that perfect team. And they're close. They're close. So, but I think they do. I don't know. I mean, Raptors could still win the series, but I think Cleveland gets the next win.
So you're saying that James Harden and Donovan Mitchell are gonna score more than a combined only 39 points. Like you
I
can't
would
you
think
can't
so.
do that. You
I would think
can't
so.
you can't, man. Donovan with 20, Harden with 19, bro. Like you
Yeah.
can't do that in the playoffs, man. Like, you know, and let Barnes and Ingram outscore you, and uh Barrett has 18. Like, dude, come on, man. I just don't know what Cleveland's doing. I don't want to say they're playing with their food, because they're not good enough to be in that category. Um, but which the Lakers, that any team that's up 3-0 and then plays as poorly as the Lakers, we can jump over there. They're playing with their food, because you don't want to mess with Kevin Durant while he's out. Like, just get it over with. Which the Lakers, I guess, would you say they're playing with house money being up 3-0, or would you say that being up 3-0 and playing as poorly as they did, that they're playing with their food? Like, which is it for you?
I mean, I don't understand teams when you're up 3-0, you just gotta end it. You just gotta end the series. You gotta
And with
get done
no
with it.
superstar and no point guard.
Yeah.
Like, the Rockets have no point guard and they have no KD. And they lost 96 to 115.
Yeah,
And they were
no.
not, I mean, the whole second half was over. Like, I'm just wondering, like, I'm not saying Houston's going to come all the way back, but you have guys that are hurt. You have an old guy in LeBron. Just get it done and over with, and get your rest, get your guys back. Like, I just don't see how you could come out that flat. But I mean, the Lakers, I think, are going to advance. And look, this is what I'm going to say. I'm giving credit to both LeBron and the Cowboys in a single episode, because I want to get it over with and I never want to do this again, basically. Because I have to give LeBron, I know he didn't play well last night, but single-handedly, when you're up by 6 points and you have the basketball, the ref says, "Here you go. Here's the basketball. Here you go." Okay, you have the ball. There's 30 seconds left, and you're up 6 points, and you lose. I don't know what to tell you other than LeBron played out of his mind. In one play, poked the ball out, got the steal, made a good pass, got it back, shot fake, 3-pointer, good. Before that, they foul Marcus Smart shooting a 3-pointer, and then they turn it over when they have the ball again, and they lose. But LeBron was a huge, huge part of that. And the thing is, we were on the group text, and Miles was like, "Okay, here's one for you. LeBron James has been playing basketball in the NBA for X amount of years, all right? That X amount of years is longer than what he has been breathing as a human outside of the NBA. That doesn't really think about that." And he's throwing alley oops to his son in the playoffs. Like, dude, at some point, even I can admit, like, some of the hate on LeBron James is kind of silly.
Well,
Like, there's a time
of
we're gonna
course it
miss
is.
him. We're
It's
there,
dumb. It's dumb. It's like,
but what is our big beef? Like let me ask you. I know you're more of a Jordan guy over a LeBron guy, but like, what is the thing for you personally that you're like, LeBron? Psh.
I mean, I never really had a problem with LeBron. Like, I just always thought it was an unfair comparison, like LeBron and Jordan. I thought it was a stupid comparison. I thought LeBron and Magic's a better comparison. Kobe and Jordan a better comparison. Kobe and Jordan specifically. I mean, there's playing styles, just everything. Um, but if I had to knock LeBron, my knock on LeBron would be he's too eager to pass up the game winner. He's too eager to make the pass, which is fine. I mean, sometimes you got the guy open, you make the pass, as long as the guy hits the shot. But he does it way too often. He's way too often to pass out or kick out on a game winner.
And that's
That's
because he's scared? Is that what the
Yeah. I don't think
overall,
he's got the
like,
killer. I don't think he's got the killer instinct. He's got the Mamba mentality. I don't think he's got the I'm going to put the team on my back. I mean, he does, but he just doesn't. Either that or he just doesn't ooze it on the court. Like, he keeps it to himself. But that would be my only knock on him. But no, I think he's fine, man. I think he's a great player. I've always said, like, it's perfectly fine to like both the players. Like, you can do that. I mean, people
yeah,
are going to hate you for it, but I mean, Dwayne Wade, Steph Curry, like, there's great players everywhere, man. Like, only 5 of them or 6 of them are going to be in that argument and get the dawn of time. Who is the greatest player of all time? And I mean, everybody's going to have opinions, man. The kids today, like, everybody loves, Steph Curry. All the kids got Steph Curry jerseys. There's kids out there who probably never even heard of Kobe Bryant, and he's not even that long ago. So, I mean, that's just the world that we live in. Ask
yeah,
somebody today, like, who's the best basketball player in the world? Most of them are probably going to say Luka. I mean, you might have somebody out there who's, says, like, of course, Joker, and like, you got these two cats, so I mean, the game has just changed so much, man. You know, you have these
yeah.
two abnormal looking dudes who look like they shouldn't even be able to play basketball, who are like dominating the league.
So let's shift over there, because that fight. So here's the fight. So you're losing, and there's only like 10 seconds left. You're losing by more than 10. You're kind of almost starting your walk back to the bench, and the guy on the other team has the ball and is like, you see how the corner of your eye, like, this guy's going to go try and score, and you're like, what? Like, there's like 10 seconds left, and sure enough, the guy goes up. Like, this whole unwritten rule, we see it in baseball with guys plunking guys and, you know, charging the mound and this kind of thing. Where do you land on Joker and that fight based on what I said? There's that unwritten rule when it's about 10 or so seconds left and you're up by well more than double digits. It's at least double digits, and then the guy has the ball and instead of dribbling out goes to score. Where are you at on that?
I mean, I've always kind of thought it was a dick move. Like just let it go, But I mean,
Are
people are
you
gonna do
going
what
up
they're
to
gonna
are
do,
you
man.
going up to the guy though? If you're Joker and you see that guy do that, are you confronting? Are you just like rolling your eyes and like what a
Yeah.
joker, like what a
No.
weirdo, and just like calling him out that way, or are you approaching him?
I mean, I'm probably not approaching by any means. I'm probably just like, all right, let's just get out of here. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's just get out of here. Let's call it a night.
That's probably what I'm doing too. I'm probably saying something like, yeah, big man now. Oh, everyone look at the big man getting a bucket. Big man over here, like making a scene that way. But I'm not like trying to hit the guy or grab the guy by like, like this. Like I mean, I'm not gonna worry about all that. Like, come on. I mean, he bum rushed him. He went right to him, like made a beeline, which a beeline would be like this. He made like
Like
I don't know where they get beeline. He made an eye. He made an eye with a dot, and the dot was like where he jumped at him. I don't know where you get beeline from, but he made a lowercase I line. He just ran right to him. And I don't know, you got big 7-foot guy coming at you, and you know about Joker's brothers. That's been well documented. So I'm sure that was kind of going through all those guys' minds too. Like, we don't want to do something because after the game, like going to our hotel, those Joker bros might be just wait, just waiting for us. Like, hey, you mess with our brother, huh?
yeah. Take you to meet. You want to go meet horses?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
take you.
okay.
We take you
You
come meet
big
our
man, you
horses.
score ball in basket, yeah, but you get no triple double though. Oh.
Come to our farm. Come meet our horses. No, it's 2 a.m. Oh, trust me,
Just
they're
what?
happy to see you. They're happy
Yeah,
to see you.
just wild, man. Like, but it sucks because all these injuries. So, Ant has a bone bruise, which like ow. If your bone is bruised, like, yeah, bro, you're not playing like anytime soon. And then the redhead, he has been a bit of an exciting white. I loved him when he played at Golden State. But Vincenzo tore his Achilles in the first half, so he's done. It's like, man, this series is getting a little bit out of hand, but now it's more even keel when one team's up 3-1 and they lose 2 starters, and now you still have the MVP over there. I mean, Joker is down. He's down 3-1, but gosh, you give him a head start now with 2, you have 2 starters like that in Ant, and just Ant alone is a big deal. I mean, Julius Randle's not the guy to carry that load. Like, he's just not.
No.
Now, Rudy Gobert has been playing well, I will say. That's kind of impressive because Rudy Gobert gave the whole league COVID. So ever since that, I was like kind of over him. But he's
What a
more than holding
dumbass.
his own. Remember
What a
that with
dumbass.
COVID?
Yeah. He's like cough,
Oh,
touching everything,
and then
coughing on it.
literally, like
What a
everyone got.
douchebag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lloyd. The French are assholes.
It's like some Larry David shit right
Yeah,
there.
dude. Oh, COVID,
Like,
huh? Oh, is that
COVID. who wants COVID?
Oh.
And then it's
A
like
week later,
report.
like a whole. It was what team? What team was that? The Jazz? Was he with the Jazz at that point?
Yeah, I think so.
It
I think
says
he was
like
with the
Utah
Jazz.
Jazz cancels 5 games due to like the whole team has COVID. You're like, what?
Yeah,
And then didn't his parents get COVID and it was like serious? Like, I don't know.
I think so.
It was so crazy. But yeah, I don't know who's gonna win that series now when you take a team that's up 3-1 and the team that has only one has like MVP and the team that's up 3 has an MVP candidate who's out now for a long time. Like, I don't know, you know, and you give a
I
team
mean,
momentum with that fight.
3-1.
Like,
3-1's tough. I mean, you can stumble and maybe win a couple more, but to win 3 in a row.
they play tonight and it's in Denver. So you give Denver the win tonight, right?
Yeah.
And then the game next is Thursday back in Minnesota. I feel like Denver would have a good. I mean, at some point you got to steal a game on the road. That's a given. And then they would be back home on Saturday night. So a week from today, on our Monday show, we will know for sure who comes out of that. And I do give Denver a fighting chance, but definitely a wild series.
Nuggets. Fighting Nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
We'll see.
And then tonight.
We'll see.
Tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's Joker.
Do you give? Here's a good one for tonight. So, do you give the? I can't believe I'm asking you this, but do you give the number 1 seed a chance to win tonight? Like, who says that in April? Who says that in April?
No, the Magic are coming for you, Pistons.
It's in Orlando. So that's why I'm like,
they're trying to go up 3-1. They're trying to go up 3-1,
which is nuts. I do not give Detroit a chance if Orlando does go up. I mean, Orlando about this. They were 5-37, and that's not typical for the East. We've talked about that back in the day. The 8th seed in the East was 4 games under 500, no matter who it was. So for the Magic to be that good is not a huge shock. And Detroit, let's be honest, does not have experience. This Detroit squad does not have experience in being like the targeted one, that number 1 seed. They don't have experience with that. They barely have experience with being good. They haven't even been good for a full 3 years,
Sure.
So I don't know, man. Whoever was betting on the Magic, actually, if you put that logic to it, it could be smart. And again, the game is in Orlando. So I have Orlando going up 3-1, and then I have them winning the series. Another one that can close out tonight is the Thunder. The other 3-0. The Lakers blew their shot.
They're winning.
It's in Phoenix. Do you give?
No, I don't. No.
Doesn't matter, huh?
I do not give them a chance.
All right. For content, I thought you were trying to maybe.
Nah, I mean, they're out here, they're scoring like 70 points in a game. That ain't going to work.
not going to get it done.
No.
And then we have Wemby, who comes back from hitting his head, down 19. Let me ask you this. How are you down 19 and then you win by 21? And you were down 19 in the playoffs? Like, Blazers, what are you doing? How do you go up 19 and then you lose
like
114 to 93? Yeah, bro, what? What are you doing in the playoffs? And you're at home. You're in Rip City doing that. I mean, you looked good when you had that win. Now, it was without Wemby. But, like, I thought Portland was going to put up overall a better fight after seeing that. But if you go up 19 and then lose by more than 19, that's unreal. So we're writing the Blazers off. The Celtics got healthy on Philly.
Yeah,
that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
that's a wrap for sure.
So here's the other one I want to ask you about. And it's not tonight, it's tomorrow night. So in New York, this is getting sexy. Tied at 2. Knicks and again, this is tomorrow. Knicks at home against Atlanta. Who you got?
I gotta take the Knicks. Gotta take the Knicks.
So my gut and just thinking about basketball says the Knicks, but this is where you got to have a wild card. You can't pick all chalk. You got to pick, something to mix it up. And it's happened before. And be honest, it wouldn't shock you, right? It would not
No,
shock you if Atlanta won.
no, not at
So
all.
I'm actually gonna take Atlanta, and they'll go up 3-2. I don't, and then it wouldn't shock me though if they let it slip, and New York got their act together and then won 2 in a row. So I still might have New York, but this has just been a weird series, and which is great. It's great for us to talk through it. It's great for fans to watch. It's great for my roommate from Atlanta. He loves it. But that's been a kind of a fun one. So, um, all right, so your job is to look up the show on Kevin Hart. I want to hear who your your go-to comedian is, because there's 5 good ones that I will say have a chance to win the whole thing, get their Netflix special. Also, did you see it was out? I mean, it's been officially out, but there was a really good preview out on TV commercials for He-Man that comes out June 5th. Have you seen that preview?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've seen all the He-Man stuff.
Yeah, looks
Um,
baller.
looks great.
Pretty baller.
Looks great. Summer, kicking off summer, man. Movies, blockbusters, explosions.
Yeah, I'm
Gotta,
for it.
gotta,
I'm here for it. So yeah, we'll check in maybe in June on some of these movies that are coming out. There's the Marvel ones. There's He-Man and a few good ones here. To Star Wars. There's a few just to go through.
Devil
Um,
Wears Prada 2.
well, I would let Austin Huff worry about that. He's a funny follow as well. Shout out to Corkbacks, and we'll shout out Sports with Balls, our buddy Jeff. We'll shout out all of the Idiot Verse. We have Wrestling Idiot Nation, Puck. We got to get with Brent Thrax again. Hockey. We didn't even get
Oh,
into
yeah.
hockey. We need to do that. So from Sports with Balls to Puck Idiot Nation to Cork Bats, and a reminder, new episodes of Sports Idiot Nation come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means we will see you Wednesday. Thank you for watching this episode of Sports Idiot Nation. Remember, we are on all social media and on YouTube, and the podcast can be found on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Remember, new episodes are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And remember, because you watch Sports Idiot Nation,
You would be the smartest idiot in the whole world.